You can make a Strat sound like a clavinet when you pick it right on the bridge like that. Real close. Hey guys, welcome to the Homeskoolin show. Special Saturday edition. How's it going? Man, I'm worn out from all that heavy rocking last night. You know, garage rocking. Yeah, man, one guy said, are you a Buck Dharma fan, you know, from Blue Oyster Cult? Well, hell yeah. You can hear a lot of Buck Dharma in the stuff I play. Man, my first bands when we were kids, we used to play Burning for You. And oh, man. The name of our first band was Vengeance. We were like 12 years old. Pretty cool name. Remember this one, too? It's a great riff. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. You know, I don't mean to get all hopeful, but this is arguably, very arguably, we're getting near the end of our quarantine. I know people have mixed feelings about that, including myself. But you know, I got a phone call from my buddy Greg Walton yesterday. He's the guy that owns XTS, Exact Tone, that pedal board company that I told you about. Remember a couple episodes ago? He's a dear friend, great dude, and he said, man, look, if you want to do another contest, I'll give away some of our pedals. Because you know, in the past, anybody who wins one of my contests gets nothing. So wouldn't it be fun to do one more contest where you actually get something if you win? That was cool of him to offer that, and I think it's a good idea. So I was thinking about the rules and stipulations. First of all, okay, well, here's what we should do. I want to tell you about this before we get into all that. Look at this, XTS modded Boss Tremolo with the multi-mode mod. Guess what that is? That was something that your old buddy, Uncle Larry, dreamed up. And these guys actually made it happen. With this switch here, you can turn on the multi-mode and see. I thought it would be cool to have a tremolo pedal where you could have the tremolo on and you could set it to a rhythm where you got a rhythm that you like, the tempo, and then instead of shutting it on and off, and then every time you shut it back on, it goes to a new thing. I thought it'd be cool if you could just stop the tremolo while it was still grooving. You know what I mean? Like a momentary stall of the tremolo. And I just dreamed that up one day. And I told Barry about it, and he made it happen, and it's amazing. You can have the tremolo going at a rhythm, and you could just momentary latch with your foot, and it'll stop the tremolo for a second, and then you let back, and it's right in that same rhythm. So you could do little rhythms inside the tremolo. Very cool. It works great. I love it. I use it all the time. It's very cool. But you can get this from XTS. And now, here's what I'm thinking we should do. He said you could win any one of their single function pedals. And the second prize would be one of these or the XTS modded Boss EQ, which I'm also a huge fan of. So you could look at their website, Exact Tone. I have it written down for you somewhere. Where did I put that? Oh yeah, like this. Exacttone.com. You can see what they have. They have awesome pedals. They make great stuff. So you can pick whatever you like there, and then label your videos this on YouTube. XTS Challenge. And then put your name after that. You don't have to put my name or Homeskoolin or any of that shit. In fact, I should make a rule that if it's not labeled this, then it'll be disqualified. But here's what I'm thinking. You know all those little loops and stuff that I do at the beginning of these shows? You could choose any one of those. Any one of those you like, and do a minute video, minute maximum. You can even do your own versions of my loops, whatever one you like. You could do the one from yesterday. You could re-record it, do it any way you want. Play along with that, send it in, label it the XTS Challenge, and by committee, myself and the three fellows from XTS will all judge the two winners, okay? Sounds like fun, right? One more contest, just to send off the quarantine. I think it'll be fun. So any loop you like, you could do your own version of the loop. Doesn't have to be the same tempo. Just get the gist of it. And you could actually use one of my loops if you want to just record it off of my video. You know, you could do that. Whatever you like. Express yourself. Okay? And let's see, what else was I going to tell? Oh, you know, a couple of things real quick. We went on a little drive in the old 65 Chevy last night with the wife and kids, and Sarah brought along her like JBL Bluetooth boombox. We were listening to some old Steely Dan Gaucho record. Remember that one, 1980? Man, it sounded so good to me. There's a track on that album on Gaucho called Glamour Profession. You guys ever heard that? It's a sort of a snide tale about a basketball player and his manager. Glamour Profession. But man, the reason I'm bringing it up is because some of the finest guitar playing I've ever heard in my life is on that track by Steve Kahn. You guys remember him? At the end of Glamour Profession, like the last minute or two of that song, it's just the most tasty ass solo. It is so damn good. The tone and his note choice, and Jesus. One day, I'm gonna get to that level. I'm trying my ass off. Man, Steve Collins, bad boy right there. Listen to that track if you're bored. And also, too, we watched first two episodes of season 2 of Afterlife, the Ricky Gervais thing. God, that show is so damn good. I love that guy. He is amazing. That show is incredible. If you haven't watched Afterlife, watch that, man. It's very touching. Funny as hell and very moving. Oh, man. I love Ricky. So that's just a couple tips from your Uncle Larry there. I was going to talk about one guitar thing. I noticed in a couple of the... So one guy commented on the video I sent in yesterday about bending. He said my bending is a world of its own or whatever. I'm a big bender. I'm a big fan of string bending. And I've noticed in some of the videos I've watched of you cats, this is, a lot of people know this already, what I'm about to say, so excuse me if you already know this, but it seems like some people don't. When you're bending strings, man, you gotta get your fingers pushed together to get the power, man. If you try to bend with your fingers apart, that ain't gonna work. It's like that would be like throwing a football or a baseball with only your arm and not your whole body, you know? When I'm bending with my ring finger, my middle finger, or my little finger, I smush all my fingers together to get as much power as I can out of those bends, you know? I do a lot of bends like on the bass strings, or I'll do the 2 middle strings unison. You can't do that unless you got those fingers pushed together. Like right there, that whole step. That's all 4 fingers smushed together. See what I'm saying? Gives you the power. Or with the little finger. Gilmore used to do these 2 whole step bends, like you can't do that when your fingers are separated. You got to push them together. Last night, that thing I was playing, the C-sharp blues, showing you guys the power of that open string. That B string to give you that nasty 7. Yeah, so there's that. And then I wanted to have a little private chat with one of my faithful viewers out there. So if your name is not Red Apple Radio, please look away for the next 30 seconds. Look, man, I don't mind you. I know that you don't like me, and I know that you don't agree with the things I say, and I know you take a lot of the things I say totally out of context. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. But you can't be slagging my favorite beer, man. You can't do that. I mean, the very thing that gives me lifeblood, the Rolling Rock, you cannot be slagging that. There must be some other guitar channel you could be watching, my friend. Okay, guys, I'm back. Yeah, so what was that thing the guy said, you gotta melt the snowflakes as fast as possible to get on with new growth? I've been thinking about that lately. Yeah, man. All right, you guys. Short video today. I'm a little tired from last night, so have a good weekend, okay? Probably won't see you tomorrow, but see you Monday. Okay, guys.